you feel these days? Some getting dry for your baby girl. Smoke a nigga top for your baby girl. Burn somebody block for your doorway. You may.
Y'all, and welcome to my channel. If you're new here, what's good, what's poppin'? My name is Kay, and don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and turn on those post notifications so you can keep up with me. And if you're returning, what's poppin'? So in today's video, we're going to talk about how to prep for our semester. So these are the things that I do right before the semester, and some of the things I also do during the first week, just because some of my professors be a little last minute when it comes to like turning in or submitting the syllabus and stuff. And so these are things you can do within the first couple of weeks of school or right before school starts. And these things have been very helpful for me. I feel like I've set myself up in a pretty good way to be successful doing these things before school starts. So hopefully these are some things you can try, and let's get into it. All right, so these aren't really in any particular order. These are just kind of all the things I like to do, whether they're before school starts, the week that school starts, or like maybe like the week after, depending on like your teachers and stuff. But I don't really do these in any particular order. It just kind of happens when, you know, it can. And so the first thing that I try to do is set up my planner. I personally use a physical planner, and I also use like Google or like Outlook. So I kind of have two forms of seeing what I have to do. My physical planner is kind of more in depth because I can write out like tasks and events. Outlook planner is more like, okay, you have a meeting then, you have class then, so forth and so on. And so I like to set up my planner. I like to put in the reoccurring events. Like for me, I have classes, of course, all at the same time every week. I have work the same time all semester, and then any meetings that I know reoccur, I put those in there too. I'll put in any events I want to go to. So say I know that I'm going to homecoming. If it was like fall semester, I'll put in homecoming. Or if I know it's a conference, like I'll put in the conference. And so I kind of just try to like plan ahead, and I already have that there, just in case something comes up, I can look and be like, oh, I already have that. And then deadlines. So if you have your syllabus, like for me, my professors wait till the day of. So if you have it, you know, you can write down the deadline, so you know ahead of time, like I have a test here, I have an assignment then, because some professors be getting on the pop and you be having an assignment due the first week. Like, you know, you just never know. Another thing that I try to do is create a study plan for myself. So again, like if I have the syllabus, or if I don't, usually I'll do this like the week of or the next week after. But I'll create myself a study plan. And so if I know that I have an exam on February 18th, I know myself, I usually like to take a week or two to kind of study. So if my exam is on February 16th, I'll say, okay, on February 10th, I'm gonna start studying, and I'll study chapter 1. On February 13th, I'll do chapter 2. And like I'll do this for all of my classes, so each day has its own subject and chapter. That way, like I'm not getting to the exam and I'm cramming like 2 days before. Don't get me wrong, I still have did that before, but it's just not, you know, it's not efficient. I kind of do this and set it up as if like that's a meeting. So I'll put it in my calendar, like, okay, studying. So kind of like time blocking, but like ahead of time. And so I'll put, okay, I'm studying from 1 to 4, chapter 2. That way, like I kind of have no excuse not to do it because I set it up as an event. And so kind of just to help me stay accountable for like studying, of course. And I do it like ahead of time because I know myself too. Like I'll say, okay, I'll start studying like 5 days before, and then like that day comes and then I have to do something else and I have to push back. If something comes up and I'm not able to study that day, I'll give myself, you know, I give myself a couple extra days before the exam to kind of use as like review days. And I can make another video about that too if y'all want. I'll also do any readings that I have. I usually never have, well, I usually do have readings to do, but like I said, my professors never submit or upload the syllabus before school starts. It's usually like the day of or the night before. And who finna like rush to get a book like and read? Like I don't do that. So if you get like your syllabus and you can see your readings like ahead of time with enough time to get the book, then I would go and do those readings as well. So first day I'm not kind of behind, because I've experienced where like they'll say, okay, we're gonna start next class reading chapter 1, and then they just gave us the book and now we have to get the book in like a couple days. And so if you have your readings, like I would suggest doing the readings ahead of time too, so that way you don't have to scramble to kind of keep up in the class. Another thing that I do is just give myself a little self-care. So like this year our school starts on a Tuesday. My Founders Day is on a Monday, so this isn't gonna happen then. But usually if school were to start on Monday, I would take Sunday as like a self-care day. Honestly, every Sunday is my self-care day, but I would take that Sunday to really give myself some self-care. So I'll do my hair, do a deep condition, or I'll do a face mask, I'll do my nails, like whatever is self-care to you, do that before school starts, so that way you can kind of get your head in the right space to start school on Monday. And so this can literally be anything that makes you happy. If you want to go get a massage, go get that massage. If you want to go out to eat, take yourself on a date, do that. Like, kind of recharge yourself before school has to start Monday, because a lot of times we get into the semester and it's hard to spend time with ourselves or do self-care because we're scrambling. Give yourself some self-care right before school starts. Another thing that I like to do, and this kind of goes with the planner, is just plan my week out. So what do I have to do that week? Whether it's tasks, events, when are you gonna go work out? When are you gonna go grocery shop? I plan my whole week out, so that way I just have an idea of what's going on that week. And I also will plan out my meals. So y'all, for me, I have a hard time figuring out what I'm gonna eat during the week. So planning my meals, so that way I'm not wasting time trying to figure out what I'm gonna eat. I'll plan like, okay, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, I'm gonna eat fish and rice, and Thursday, Friday, I'm gonna eat shrimp or something. You know, I planned that out so that way I'm not just wasting time. I waste a lot of time trying to make decisions. Like, I realized that, and so I'll literally have to say like, okay, for breakfast I'm gonna eat this week. And it also helps to do that so you can make a grocery list, because I go grocery shopping on Sundays too. So if I plan my meals and my week on Sunday, I'll know what I need to get from the grocery store. There's a lot of times too where I'll think I'll have something in the freezer, and then I'll just be like, okay, I'm gonna eat this, and then it's not there, and then I'm like, okay, now what I'm gonna eat? Oh, now I gotta go get food. Like, now I gotta, you know, it's just, I try to make it as easy as it can be for myself. Like, I have this thing with time where I get like horrible anxiety when it comes to like the concept of time. And so whatever I can do to plan it out, I'll do it. So another thing I like to do before school starts is clean and declutter. So I'll clean my bag, I'll clean my room, I'll clean my bathroom, I'll clean the kitchen, the living room. I'll do all that before school starts. Sometimes it really gets hard to do those things when you have class, work, homework, like meetings. It gets hard to fit in those little things like cleaning or decluttering. So like, I'll clean my bag out, like my backpack, I'll take all the little wrappers that are in there, all the random things I just throw in my backpack, I'll clean it out and have a fresh backpack. I'll clean my bathroom, I'll clean my closet. Like right now I'm going through decluttering my closet, going through clothes I don't want, shoes I don't want, accessories I don't want, and taking them out so that I don't have to worry about doing that when school starts, because that takes literally forever. Also, like, it kind of just helps you. Oh, y'all, I just broke my little thing. What is this? I don't even know. It's like it closes my, I'm sad, y'all. It closes my notebook. That's so depressing. Wow. Okay. I'll also clean my room and my space, because whenever my space is a mess, my room, my bathroom, my kitchen, my living room, it's like my brain's a mess. Like, your physical space literally reflects how your brain like is processing. Like, at least that's what happens for me. Like, when my space is clean, like, usually I'm really in a good space. If my place is dirty, like if I have 100 million jackets in my chair that I never hung up, or if my backpack is just thrown on the floor, or if my shoes aren't on the rack, I'm going through it. So do all this so that you can kind of start with like a clean mindset. And who doesn't love a clean home? Another thing that I do to prep for my semester is charging all of my devices. Y'all, I don't know why, but I have such a hard time plugging my computer and my iPad up. And then I'll get to class, and at UNC, they don't be having plugs in the classrooms that I be in. So if my stuff is dead, I'm really SOL. Like, I will literally not be able to take notes. And so make sure you plug your laptop and your iPad and your AirPods and your phone. Make sure you charge everything beforehand, so you don't have to worry about things being dead or finding an outlet, or if you forget your charger, it's like, dang, all my stuff is dead. I try to set myself up for success, because I hate wasting time. So charge all your devices, make sure everything that you need is good to go. So this is kind of like the night of. I try to pack my bag with everything I need and ready my lunch. So I'll literally go in the kitchen and prep everything I need for my lunch. And I'll sometimes even put it in my, if it's like dry stuff, I'll just already throw it in my lunchbox. And if it's like a salad or whatever I ate the day before, I put it in the fridge in the section with like my fruits and whatever I need. So I can literally just grab it and go. So kind of try to ready your bag, try to ready your lunch, make sure that you have everything so that way you're not scrambling in the mornings, especially if you wake up late. It's already ready. You just gotta grab it and get ready and go. Another really important thing that I like to do to kind of prep for my semester is write down your goals. I like to write out my goals, and even if they have nothing to do with the semester, I just like to look over my goals so I can keep these things in mind as I'm going through my semester. If I say I'm gonna build my YouTube, I'll even write that in my plan. Sometimes I'll even look at my goals and it's like, okay, if I said I was gonna work on my YouTube channel, then I'll make sure to write that in my planner. And so just write out your goals, look over them, and reflect, so that way you have a fresh mind and know what you're trying to work towards, know what you have to do. A couple things that I do on the day of class is first try to have the most intentional morning. Like I'll wake up, read my Bible verses, read my devotional, listen to gospel music, trying to get in tune, get my head right. I'll eat a good breakfast. Make sure you get a good night's rest. That's another thing I didn't say. Get a good night's rest before. Another thing you can even do is working to set your sleep schedule the week before. I didn't do that. I should have did that. But try to get yourself into a sleeping routine before school even starts. So instead of trying to figure it out the first week of school, you already got it set, so you can just execute. So those are a couple things that I do to kind of prep for my semester. If any of these things help, let me know. Comment if you do any of these things. What things do you do that I didn't say? Shoot, help me out, because even though like I be sounding all organized, I be having my days too where I'll be struggling. So comment the things that you do. I'll see you for the next video. Bye.